from Sweden. So we just have a little look there at the way that Helene Ripa manages to cross the line ahead of the others.
For the cross-country ski women's 15-kilometer standing.
Приветствуем медалистов по лыжным гонкам. 15 километров. Женщины в классе стоя.
So they come to the stage with big smiles. There's no doubt that it has been another wonderful moment, particularly there for the girl in the middle, Helene Ripa, 42 years old now, and has really not only surprised herself, it has to be said, but certainly impressed everyone here in Sochi. What a wonderful achievement at that stage of her life. We've got the presenters, Dmitry Godunov and Lyudmila Chenova from Russia, the Minister of Physical Culture and Sports of the Krasnodar region, in which we are based. Of course, Lyudmila Chenova
will be presented by Mr. Dmitry Godunov, Executive Vice President of the Sochi 2014 Organizing Committee, accompanied by Ms. Lyudmila Chernova, Minister of Physical Culture and Sports of the Krasnodar region.
Медали вручает господин Дмитрий Годунов, старший вице-президент Организационного комитета Сочи 2014, в сопровождении госпожи Людмилы Черновой, министра физической культуры и спорта Краснодарского края.
Bronze medalist representing Russian Federation.
Бронзовый призер, представительница России,
Anna Milenina picks up the bronze medal in this cross-country women's 15-kilometer standing. Really tough conditions, a tough distance. It really was very impressive by her. She was in fact first in the 3-kilometer pursuit event in Vancouver 2010. She has won the 12.5 standing in the World Championships in 2013. This time it was the bronze medal. I'm sure she'll be delighted, but certainly a very impressive performance. Anna Milenina, the bronze medalist.
Silver medalist representing Ukraine.
Серебряный призер, представительница Украины,
Yulia Batankova from Lutsk in Ukraine was bronze medalist in the biathlon women's 6-kilometer standing. She was second in Vancouver in the 5, second in the 15. She's second again in the 15 here in Sochi. The 30-year-old will be obviously pleased with that result, just 4 seconds behind picking up the gold medal. But I can tell you now, it was a well-deserved gold ultimately for Helena Ripa. She just would not be beaten. She was second all the way through, from 3 kilometers, 6 kilometers, 9 kilometers, 12 kilometers, and then in the last kilometers she took the gold medal. You can see the tears welling, and no wonder. Helene Ripa from Sweden. I mentioned her age earlier. She won't mind me telling you, at 42 years old, it could well be the last chance in any competition. She won the 1-kilometer sprint in the World Championships in Sollefteå in Sweden. She's come very late to the sport. She won actually a bronze in the 5-kilometer standing at the 2013 World Championships. But I tell you, she is now the Paralympic champion at 15-kilometer, the classic standing cross country. What a moment for this lady from Stockholm in Sweden.
The anthem of Sweden.
Дамы и господа, звучит гимн Швеции.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Дамы и господа, победитель и призеры Паралимпийских игр.
Helene Ripa came to the sport so late. She only started for Sweden in 2012. She thanks her husband, Ronnie Pettersson, for introducing her to the sport of cross-country skiing, and she has now achieved her lifetime ambition. She has been mountain biking, she's been swimming and kayaking. Now she has lived up to her sporting philosophy and motto: everything is possible. She just won gold for Sweden at the age of 42, an extraordinary achievement, and just look what it does for her fans and the crowd. Of course, they'll be drinking to her health in Stockholm right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the cross-country skiing women's 15-kilometer visually impaired.
Дамы и господа, церемония награждения победителей и призеров по лыжным гонкам. 15 километров. Женщины в классе слабовидящие.
Next event is the women's 15-kilometer visually impaired cross-country. Of course, there will be guides associated with this, so there will be 6 people coming to the podium in just a while, and they're just reviewing there. You can see it on the video screen beside the actual performance that won the event.
Please welcome the medalists for the cross-country skiing women's 15-kilometer visually impaired.
Приветствуем медалистов по лыжным гонкам. 15 километров. Женщины в классе слабовидящие.
So we welcome the participants from Belarus and from Russia. They have silver and gold. And we have from Belarus Yadviha Skorabahatia, who is a phenomenon. There's no doubt about that. Again, a lady who has proven to be an inspiration to so many people. 45 years old now, Ladviha. And here the presenters, Anatoly Pakkomov and Galina Zolina.
The medals will be presented by Ms. Galina Zolina, Deputy Governor of the Krasnodar region, accompanied by Mr. ANATOLY RYKOV, First Deputy Mayor of Sochi.
Медали вручает госпожа Галина Золина, заместитель губернатора Краснодарского края, в сопровождении господина Анатолия Рыкова, первого заместителя главы города Сочи.
Bronze medalists representing Belarus.
Бронзовые призеры, представители Республики Беларусь. Едвига Скоробогатая, гид Ирина Нафранович.
Irina Nafranovich, the guide, and Yadviha Skorabatayeva has been an extraordinary life in sport for her. I have to say that having won a medal actually in 1996 at the Paralympic Games in Atlanta, she was a para-athlete then, won a bronze medal. She is now one in Sochi so many years later. It just shows what determination and inspiration can be. She was chosen as the flag bearer for Belarus at the opening ceremony of this competition just a few days ago.
Silver medalists representing Russian Federation.
Серебряные призеры, представители России. Михалина Лысова, гид Алексей Иванов.
What an inspiration this young lady is. Mikhalina Lysova, together with guide Alexei Ivanov, they won the 6 kilometers visually impaired competition earlier in the week. They've now just picked up a silver medal, And the lady from Nizhny Tagil really has been an inspiration. Part of the Our Champion project launched by Sochi 214 Organizing Committee to raise awareness of Paralympic movement and values. She is very, very special. Trains so hard every day, followed her older sister Alexandra into the sport, and now she is a double medalist here in Sochi.
Gold medalists and Paralympic champions representing Russian Federation.
Золотые медали и звание чемпионов Паралимпийских игр завоевали представители России. Елена Ремезова, гид Наталья Якимова.
Elena Remezova and her guide Natalia Yakimova have really dominated this particular event. They led from the start. They led at 3, 6, 9 kilometers. At 12, they were still over a minute ahead of the opposition. It has been a superb performance by Elena Remezova and her partner. The lady from Tyumen in Russia deserved this extraordinary achievement. She won a world championship title. She's won, in fact, several in cross country and also in biathlon. So definitely a lady of huge talent, tremendous achievement. Elena Remezova, gold medal for Russia.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Russian Federation.
Дамы и господа, звучит гимн России.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Дамы и господа, победители и призеры Паралимпийских игр.
The Russian Federation celebrates a gold and a silver there. Elena Remezova, of course, has been quite superb. She trains every day, twice a day, 6 hours a day. She was from the Zaralsky College of Physical Culture and Health in Russia. And her club, the Center of Sports Training in Tyumen, must be so proud of what she has achieved. She's been uncompromising with her training routine. That's rewarded here in Sochi with a fabulous performance in the women's 15-kilometer visually impaired cross country. She is the gold medal winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the cross-country skiing men's 20-kilometer standing.
Дамы и господа, церемония награждения победителей и призеров по лыжным гонкам. 20 километров. Мужчины в классе стоя.
So the next event we'll be covering is the men's 20 kilometers standing cross country. And I can tell you, it was an exhausting race. I witnessed it, I watched it. It was just extraordinary, the amount of effort that went in from all these guys. You're talking 20 kilometers. You try walking 20 kilometers. It's huge.
Please welcome the medalists for the cross-country skiing men's 20-kilometer standing.
Приветствуем медалистов по лыжным гонкам. 20 километров. Мужчины в классе стоя.
Well, again, all the Russian crowd here in Rosa Couture Medals Plaza will be delighted with this. They've got another two podium finishers, Vladislav Lekomchev and also Rushan Minigulov, split up by the Finnish man Ilkka Tuomisto. So another big celebration for the Russian Federation. And as I mentioned before, it is such a demanding event, this. So tough, 20 kilometers. Patrick Jarvis from Canada, IPC Governing Board member, and Marel Shareva, the OGOP Vice President, is in attendance.
Mr. Patrick Jarvis, Governing Board member of the International Paralympic Committee. Accompanied by Ms. Marela Shareva, Vice President of the Sochi 2014 Organizing Committee.
Медали вручает господин Патрик Джарвис, член правления Международного паралимпийского комитета, в сопровождении госпожи Маралы Чураевой, вице-президента Организационного комитета Сочи 2014.
Bronze medalist representing Russian Federation.
Бронзовый призер, представитель России, Владислав Лекомцев.
Vladislav Lekomchev, just 19 years old. He won the biathlon men's 7.5 kilometer standing. He's now picked up a bronze medal in the cross-country 20 kilometers standing. Just shows his versatility. He has got the endurance as well as obviously the huge explosive sprint potential as well. At 19 years old, the future of Russian biathlon and cross-country is really in fantastic hands. Marvelous. Spasibo, he says. Vladislav Lekomchev, bronze medalist.
Silver medalist representing Finland.
Серебряный призер, представитель Финляндии, Ilkka Tuomisto.
Ilkka Tuomisto for Finland at 30 years old now. In Vancouver, he won a bronze in the 1 kilometer sprint. He was fourth in Torino in this event, in the 20 kilometer standing. He really has now achieved a huge ambition. He was the winner in the 20 kilometer classic style in the World Championships back in 2009 in Vuokatti in Finland. But this is without question the height of his career. He was Finland's flag carrier at the opening ceremony in 2010 in Vancouver. Expectations were high. He's delivered a silver medal
Gold
for
medalist,
Finland.
Paralympic champion representing Russian Federation.
Золотую медаль и звание чемпиона Паралимпийских игр завоевал представитель России Rushan Minigulov.
Rushan Minigulov, just look at the 21-year-old smile. He just cannot believe what he's just achieved. He had a really good relay event at the World Championship where he took a gold medal. But in Vancouver, he was fifth in this event, the 20 kilometer standing. It's now an extraordinary moment in the career of Rushan Minigulov. He was brought into the sport by his uncle Radik, and I have to say what an inspiration he must have been to see the potential champion that we now have. Rushan Minigulov, gold medal winner for Russia.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Russian Federation.
Дамы и господа, звучит гимн России.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Дамы и господа, победитель и призеры Паралимпийских игр.
Well, he's still got 3 more events to go, Rushan Minigolov. I have to say, the rest had better watch out because he is in a mean mood. What an extraordinary performance. Great celebrations and lovely to see it from Ilka Tomisto as well, the 30-year-old. He has really pushed him all the way, but ultimately almost 40 seconds behind in real time. And certainly a deserving champion, Rushan Minigolov, in the 20-kilometer standing cross-country for men. The medals plaza here in Rusakator certainly filled with very enthusiastic people.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the cross-country skiing men's 20-kilometer visually impaired.
Дамы и господа, церемония награждения победителей и призеров по лыжным гонкам. 20 километров. Мужчины в классе слабовидящие.
So again, taking a little look at the video screen where this particular event's highlights are shown, 20 kilometers visually impaired. Of course, now we will have the guides as well, and do they work hard? Believe me, it's an extraordinary relationship. They have to encourage, they've got to show the right kind of spirit in order to really bring the best out of their
Please welcome
athletes
the
with them.
medalists for the cross-country skiing men's 20-kilometer visually impaired.
Приветствуем медалистов по лыжным гонкам. 20 километров. Мужчины в классе слабовидящие.
Again, it's all about the youth as well as the experience in this lineup for the podium. We've got Sebastian Modin of Sweden, the 19 years old, who has really performed above expectations all round. Stanislav Choyklev from Russia was expected to do really well. He was 5th in the biathlon, hoping for really good performances. And Brian McKeever, well, what a hero. He has become a legend in the sport. Right across biathlon, cross-country skiing, he was something very special in this event earlier. We've now got Ann Cody, the IPC governing board member, and Maxim Kryushkin, OGOC vice president.
The medals will be presented by Ms. Ann Cody, governing board member of the International Paralympic Committee, accompanied by Mr. Maxim Kryushkin, vice president of the Sochi 2014 organizing committee.
Медали вручает госпожа Энн Коди, член правления Международного паралимпийского комитета, в сопровождении господина Максима Краюшкина, вице-президента Организационного комитета Сочи 2014.
Bronze medalist representing Sweden.
Бронзовые призеры, представители Швеции, Себастьян Modin.
Sebastian Modin.
Askerov.
Sebastian Modin, 19 years old, together with his guide Albin Akarot, have really, wow, you just can't believe what he has actually achieved. It's a fairy story. He competes in the biathlon as well, but his achievements here this week will really impress so many people. He was the youngest competitor in Vancouver at the age of 15, and obviously his performance is there and his experience there, where he was 16th, has stood him in very good stead, because he's come up to podium here with the bronze medal. Great performance from the lad from Froso in Sweden. Bronze medal.
Silver medalist representing Russian Federation.
Серебряные призеры, представители России, Станислав Чохлаев, Максим Пирогов.
Maxim Pirogov, the guide, and Stanislav Choklev, the silver medal winner, 24 years old, from Tyumen in Russia. You can tell what it means to him as well. The rain might be coming up onto the stage here, but I can tell you what, it's all sunshine and smiles when it comes to the achievement of everyone on stage, but particularly, of course, for the host nation. Stanislav Choklev has delivered a silver medal in superb style. He was 5th in the biathlon, has now taken the silver in this particular event. 20-kilometer visually impaired cross country, and everyone will say well done. He's got the title of Master of Sport International class. This is a most wonderful moment for him and for all his fans. Silver medal.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champions representing Canada.
Золотые медали и звание чемпионов Паралимпийских игр завоевали представители Канады. Брайан Маккивер и Эрик Карлтон.
Brian McKeever and Eric Carlton, between them, have blown away the opposition. They won this particular event by over 1 minute and 16 seconds. It was an extraordinary achievement. I watched it and I was so impressed by the power of this man. He just did not seem to know what tiredness was. He just kept ploughing on. 20 kilometers in an extraordinary time. Absolutely superb. He didn't start in the biathlon. Maybe he was saving himself a little bit. The boy from Canmore, 34 years old. He's hardly a boy, is he? But he's just delivered everything that everyone expected. The number of medals he's had over the years. He's had 3 gold medals in Vancouver, 2 in Torino, 2 in Salt Lake City. This is now his first of the 4th Paralympic Winter Games. Amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Canada.
Дамы и господа, звучит гимн Канады.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Дамы и господа, победители и призеры Паралимпийских игр.
You will forgive me, but I could go on all night about Brian McKeever's achievements. He's actually won 11 World Championship titles. He was voted by his teammates to be the Canadian flag bearer at the closing ceremony 2002, 12 years ago. The Paralympic Winter Games in Salt Lake City. Absolutely extraordinary. He is the subject of a documentary in February 2014, a 3-part documentary series called Milestones of Champions, the journey of Canada's Paralympians. He almost competed in Vancouver in the regular Winter Games as well, the Olympic Games in the 50 kilometers classic. Just left out at the last minute, but it's been an extraordinary life of achievement by Brian McKeever from Canada. Another gold medal, and everyone will celebrate what he has achieved and how many people he has inspired by those achievements. Fantastic. RYKOV, Canada, Paralympic champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the biathlon men's 12.5-kilometer sitting.
Дамы и господа, церемония награждения победителей и призеров по биатлону 12,5 километров. Мужчины в классе сидя.
Men's biathlon 12.5 kilometers sitting event now. And again, there's going to be a little bit of Russian celebration, methinks. It's all red, white and blue there, I can tell you, as we have a look again at the little review of that victory. Stunning performance.
Please welcome the medalists for the biathlon men's 12.5-kilometer sitting.
Приветствуем медалистов по биатлону 12,5 километров. Мужчины в классе сидя.
Well, you will forgive me again getting pretty excited, because there is something very special going to be happening over the next couple of minutes here. We've got a 19-year-old, Grigory Mirugin, who is taking the bronze. We've got Alexei Vichenok, who is taking the silver. But Roman Patushkov in the center there, at 46 years old, takes his third gold medal of this week. It's an extraordinary achievement, and one that they will get very excited about here in the Medals Plaza at Rosa Couture. We've got Alexander Vronsky and IRINA Romanets as our presenters.
Mr. Alexander Vronsky, Executive Vice President of the Sochi 2014 Organizing Committee. Accompanied by Ms. IRINA Romanets, Deputy Mayor of Sochi.
Медали вручает господин Александр Вронский, старший вице-президент Организационного комитета Сочи 2014, в сопровождении госпожи Ирины Романец, заместителя главы города Сочи.
Bronze medalist representing Russian Federation.
Бронзовый призер, представитель России, Григорий Мурыгин.
Grigory Mirugin, 19 years old, from Omsk. He will be absolutely thrilled with this. An extraordinary achievement. He spent quite a long time trying to work out what event he wants to get into. He's done cross-country skiing and won a relay in a World Championship. He's done biathlon and won the 7.5 sitting event of the World Championships in Sollefteå. But he's also been involved in wheelchair marathon as well. Finished 9th out of 291 competitors in the 31st Oita International Half Marathon in Japan. He really is something special.
Representing Russian Federation.
Серебряный призер, представитель России, Алексей Vichenok.
This is his second attempt at the biathlon. He was 5th in the 7.5 sitting. In the 12.5 sitting, he's now got second place. The 27-year-old Alexei Vichenok will be really, really delighted with this. 4th in the World Championships biathlon. This is something very, very special. Listen to the crowds cheer. He's won the 100 meters title in the wheelchair racing in the Russian event. So wheelchair racing also part of his itinerary as well. What a moment.
And Paralympic champion representing Russian Federation.
Золотую медаль и звание чемпиона Паралимпийских игр завоевал представитель России Роман Петушков.
Roman Patushkov is a phenomenon. There is no doubt at all that his achievement of one cross-country skiing gold medal at 15 kilometers. And also the 7.5 sitting biathlon gold medal. Going with this one now, the 12.5 sitting. It's something so special. 3 gold medals in 3 events. And at 46 years old, you just can't take on board exactly what he's achieved. It has been stunning. He has been given so many awards over the years. He will just be fated forever after this achievement.
Звучит гимн России.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Дамы и господа, победитель и призеры Паралимпийских игр.
Well, it makes a pretty picture, a wonderful tableau for the Russian Federation. It'll be on many front pages. But Roman Patushkov is celebrated in the center there as the 3rd gold medal winner in his 3 competitions he's faced. He's got still, unbelievably, he's still got 4 more competitions to compete for. So goodness knows what he's going to end up with. Absolutely extraordinary. Given the Order of Merit Medal of the Fatherland in 2010, what more can they give to really justify the expression of gratitude to this man? He's certainly one of the candidates to be a flag bearer at the closing ceremony. No doubt at all about that. Roman Patushkov, his 3rd gold medal of the Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the biathlon women's 10-kilometer sitting.
Дамы и господа, церемония награждения победителей и призеров по биатлону 10 километров. Женщины в классе сидя.
And the final event for this evening's presentations, the women's biathlon 10 kilometers sitting. And the forecast is for perhaps a little bit more precipitation. I was hesitating to say rain, because certainly up on the hills the ambition is for more snow. We might even get down to this level at 550 meters as well. But here we go for the
Please welcome the
women's
medalists
10
for the
kilometers.
biathlon women's 10-kilometer sitting.
Приветствуем медалистов по биатлону 10 километров. Женщины в классе сидя.
So, unlike the last one where Russia had a clean sweep, we've got Ukraine, Russia together with Germany in this lineup on the podium. There is the winner, Anya Wicker, 23-year-old. Again, an extraordinary talent. The biathlon is certainly anything but a simple discipline. You get penalized for missing a target. You get penalized heavily for missing the target. You either have to do extra period on the track, or you get up to 2 minutes added to your time. Here's our presenters, ANATOLY Pakamov and Sergei
The medals will be
Krasnov.
presented by Mr. ANATOLY RYKOV, First Deputy Mayor of Sochi, accompanied by Mr. Sergei Krasnoperov, Vice President of the Sochi 2014 Organizing Committee.
Медали вручает господин Анатолий Рыков, первый заместитель главы города Сочи, в сопровождении господина Сергея Красноперова, вице-президента Организационного комитета Сочи 2014.
Bronze medalist representing Ukraine.
Бронзовый призер, представительница Украины, Людмила Павленко.
Well, that is really good to see. Ludmila Pavlenko actually shows a smile here. She was so tempted when we saw her last time. And don't forget, she won the 12-kilometer sitting cross-country event. That was quite phenomenal. And we did get a little smile from her during that. But this time, obviously, a lot more genuine, that one, in the bronze medal position for the 10-kilometer sitting. The girl from Kharkiv. She would love me calling her girl. She's 32 years old, but obviously hugely pleased with that.
Серебряный призер, представительница России, Светлана Коновалова.
Svetlana Konovalova has become a big personality at the Sochi 2014 Paralympic Winter Games. At 24 years old, she came from Moscow, but now for the third time has come to the podium. She had a bronze in cross country. She had a silver in the women's 6-kilometer sitting and has now got another silver in the 10-kilometer sitting. She was raised in a children's home, and at the age of 23, that's her age right now. She learned that her sister, Evgenia, was around, and Evgenia has volunteered to be here in Sochi.
И звание чемпионки Паралимпийских игр завоевала представительница Германии
Anja Wicker of Germany, the girl from Stuttgart, 23 years old. She was 6th in the biathlon 6-kilometer women's sitting. She has now just performed a brilliant race. In fact, won it by 42.3 seconds. After the first 2 kilometers, she was back in 4th place. And then after 6, she'd gone up to 1st and was never headed. It was a superb performance. And just listen to the enthusiastic crowd here enjoying this gold medal presentation for Germany and for Anja Wicker.
The anthem of Germany.
Дамы и господа, звучит гимн Германии.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Дамы и господа, победитель и призеры Паралимпийских игр.
Anja Wicker's sporting philosophy says no risk, no fun. Well, I can tell you what, she's had huge fun here in Sochi. It was a fabulous performance. Her best prior to this was a 4th in the Sollefteå Swedish World Championship in cross country. She's now picked up a winning medal in biathlon and really inspiring a huge generation of people, not only in her country but worldwide as well. And just see how close the competitors are in terms of their respect for each other. It is something very special for us to witness. And although we've had a day of low pressure here in the weather, it's been difficult. It's been cloudy, it's been misty, it's been rainy. Up in the tops of the hills we've got snow, and hopefully that'll come down a little bit. But it's been anything but that as far as the health of the event is concerned. It's been high pressure. It's been sunny and smiles everywhere. And just look at this. What pleasure these athletes are bringing to all of us that have such a privilege to be watching what's going on here. It's been stunning.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's victory ceremony. Please stay with us for an upcoming concert of Marie Kundum Folk Instruments Orchestra and Kuban Cossacks Balnitsa State Ensemble, followed by Irakli.
Well, we've celebrated the older athletes' achievements. We celebrated the younger athletes' achievements. It's been another very special day on this fourth day of competition here at the Sochi 2014 Paralympic victory ceremonies. I hope you can join us again tomorrow. Maybe, just maybe, we'll have some snow here.